Hello ladies and gents, today I bring to you another Easter egg guide, and this one is going to be on Ascension. Before we get started, I want to point out the fact that Ascension is a 4-player Easter egg and can only be done with 4 players on both Xbox and PlayStation, but if you have the Steam PC version, then you can download the Solo Easter Eggs mod and that will help you do it solo. I will link this mod down in the description if you are on PC, otherwise if you are on console, you would have to still do it 4 players. But not to worry, this guide will show you how to do both solo and co-op, and the co-op side can only be done with 4 players, as I've already previously stated. You can't have 2 or 3, it has to be 4. Now that we have all disclaimers out of the way, let's jump right into step 1. Step number 1 is going to require you to turn on power and then get the Gersh devices out of the mystery box, which can take a long time because the box luck on this map is not very efficient. Once you finally get the Gersh devices out of the box, you're going to want to make your way over to the Widow's Wine area of the map up by that lunar lander over there. And if you just look in this area of the map, kind of going towards the stairs, you will see a big electrical box. And you're just going to want to correctly aim and throw your Gersh device at it, and the electrical box will get sucked up into the Gersh device. You'll know you've completed this step when Gersh actually starts to tell you that the Casimir device needs power.
Casimir mechanism activation in progress. Error. No power detected.
You've done it. Now, it needs as much power as possible. Hurry, she's getting nearer.
May the light shine in your darkness.
Next, for step 2, you're going to want to make your way over to this little area of the map, and you're going to want to come to the top of this pond area and hold the action button on the computer, and that's going to be X for Xbox, square for PlayStation, or F for PC. You'll know you've completed this step when the Illuminati triangle appears on the screen and the computer system starts to talk, as well as Gersh.
Power rerouted to Casimir mechanism. Node 1 activated.
3 more. No, stop it!
4 points of power.
Moving on over to step number 3, you're going to need to wait for a monkey round, and on that monkey round, 4 buttons are going to spawn around the map, and you're going to need to go and hold the action button on them to activate them. And this is going to be the difference between solo and co-op, because in solo, with the mod installed on PC, you can press any one of the buttons and this will work, and you'll know it worked because the button will sink into the wall and disappear while still on the monkey round. In co-op, there's going to need to be 1 player assigned to one of the 4 buttons around the map, and you're all going to need to press the button at the exact same time. So you'll need to have a countdown or some sort of way to know when each of you are going to press the button down. And again, you'll know it worked when the buttons all sink into the wall and then Gersh and the computer system start to talk to you.
There'll be something
Power
good for once.
rerouted to Casimir mechanism. Node 2 activated.
Needs to be more concentrated power for this to work.
But I'm not sure how this is helping you, but I hope that it is.
Here are the 4 locations for the buttons. And again, on solo, you don't need to find all 4, you can only find 1 and it will still work. The first one is going to be on the left side of Widow's Wine or PhD Flopper, depending on which version of the game you're playing on. The next one is going to be across from Juggernog on the wall opposite of it. The next one is going to be on the wall opposite of Speed Cola, and then the final one is going to be on the left side of Stamina. The next step requires you to have Pack-a-Punch open, and as a quick mini guide, I'll tell you how to do that really fast. So you'll take all the lunar landers from each individual space that they're at all the way back to spawn. So there's going to be one up near Speed Cola, one by Stamina, and one by Widow's Wine, and you'll just ride each one to spawn. Once you've done that, you're just going to go back up to where you turned on power, and then you're going to launch the rocket. And you can destroy the rocket or you can leave it alone. It doesn't affect it. It just looks way cooler to destroy the rocket. Once you've opened up Pack-a-Punch, you're going to need to go in front of it, and there's going to be a huge circular pad on the floor with a clock in front of that. And you're going to need to stand on this pad for a full minute. So if you're in solo, it's pretty easy. I would just recommend saving a zombie. And if you're in co-op, same thing. It's also pretty easy. I just recommend saving a zombie. And then no one, if you're on co-op, can step off of the pad. Otherwise, it will reset your timer. And as you'll notice, when you're on the pad, the timer will slowly click downwards to create a full minute. And so once that's done, be careful because a nuke is going to go off, killing your last zombie, and that's how you know that you've completed this step. Also, Gersh in the computer will start to talk to you once more.
Power rerouted to Casimir mechanism. Node 3 activated.
Yes! Yes! Almost there! Hurry!
It has changed for the better.
The next step is going to require you to pick up letters in the sky with the lunar landers. On solo, this is pretty easy because all you're going to have to do is call the lunar lander from its location to the location you're at, and it should automatically pick up the letters for you. On co-op, it's a little more difficult, but basically it's the same thing. You just need to have another player stand on the lunar lander while you call it, and then he will have to pick up the letter with the lunar lander. With these letters, you're going to spell out the word Luna, and here are the locations and the ways you can pick up these letters. So firstly, you're going to want to have the lunar lander starting out at spawn. So then you're going to call it from spawn to stamina, and then from stamina back to spawn, and then from spawn to speed cola, and then from speed cola back to stamina, and you should pick up all 4 letters that you need.
Power rerouted to Casimir mechanism. Node 4 activated. Full power achieved.
Casimir mechanism is active! Quick! Open a portal!
I will open a portal of honor.
For the final step of this Easter egg, you're going to need the Thunder Gun and the Ray Gun or the Ray Gun Mark II, and then you're going to need to pack a punch both of those in order to do this next step. Once you have your weapons upgraded, you're going to make your way back over to the Stamina Lunar Lander, and you will see a glowing white orb laying on the floor. And you're going to want to take a Gersh device and throw it at that white orb, making sure that the Gersh device is in the center of the white ball. Immediately after throwing the Gersh device at the white ball on the ground, you're going to want to shoot as fast as you can into the white ball itself with the Thunder Gun and the Ray Gun, dealing as much damage as you possibly can. My personal recommendation for co-op is that every single person in your game has either the Ray Gun or the Ray Gun Mark II pack-a-punched. Someone has Gersh devices, someone has Matryoshka dolls, and someone has the Thunder Gun. I'm not too sure if more than one person can have the Thunder Gun, but that's why it's nice to have the Ray Gun and Ray Gun Mark II. You'll know you've completed the step when the white ball starts to float into the air and Gersh starts to speak to you.
Casimir mechanism safety protocol initiated. Shutting down power systems.
Ah, yes! I'm free! I cannot thank you enough for releasing me from that horrible place.
I hope you, in turn, free someone else who needs it.
You'll also know you completed it when you get a Death Machine power-up and are awarded all perks on the map. I really want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope it was helpful for you to learn how to do the Ascension Easter egg. And if you have any questions, ask me in the comments. And the next Easter egg I will do in the series is going to be Call of the Dead, and I might even do the Black Ops 3 remake of Call of the Dead after doing the Black Ops 1 version. So with that, I'll see you all in the next one.